What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel and welcome back to a video. Today, I'm doing my 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship predictions. I'm going to go through all four drivers competing for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, and then I will tell you who I think will be your 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. The first driver that will be competing for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship this weekend is Cole Custer. Cole Custer scored 2 wins so far throughout the 2024 season, those coming at Pocono and also coming, of course, at Bristol not too long ago. He's had 14 top 5s, 22 top 10s, has led 772 laps, and has a 10.6 average finish. Cole Custer also won the regular season championship for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Bristol Motor Speedway. Cole Custer has been very, very consistent throughout 2024, only having, I believe, 5 or 6 or maybe 7 or 8 races where he has not finished inside of the top 10. But I feel like this 00 team has been super strong and super quick throughout the year, and many weeks he's up front competing for the win and probably could have more wins throughout the year. But the Xfinity Series field, of course, has been super, super competitive. Now, historically for Cole Custer at Phoenix, he's been really solid at this track, to the point where he's coming into this championship race as the defending race winner of this event. He won the championship race last year and got Ross Racing, I believe, their first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. And this, of course, will give Cole Custer a chance to move up next year. He's looking to go back-to-back and get his second ever NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. He will have some drivers coming after him, as Chandler Smith was not very happy after the NASCAR Xfinity Series race in Martinsville, which I think will unfortunately affect him a little bit considering how fast Chandler Smith was in the spring. I think Chandler Smith might be gunning out to get him, but I also think Chandler Smith's usually a pretty clean driver, so I really am not expecting him for sure to be a major factor or contender to affect him. But I think that Cole Custer's got a really great chance and opportunity. He's been really strong at this track historically, and I do think that Cole Custer and the summer 00 team are going to bring the pace and speed. SHR is going to be all hands on deck with a 00 team, and I think that Cole Custer has a really great chance and a very strong opportunity to get it done this weekend. He'll be looking to go back-to-back and get it done. We'll see what he can do at Phoenix this upcoming weekend. I expect to be a major factor and contender for the championship. The second driver that will be competing for the NASCAR Xfinity Series title in 2024 is Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier has scored 2 wins so far in 2024 and has, of course, won in Michigan and won earlier this year at Darlington as well. He has 9 top 5s and 19 top 10s and has 705 laps led and has a 13.9 average finish. While Justin Allgaier has had a lot of speed throughout the year, it's been a year of inconsistency for the 17, but he's also had a ton of bad luck. I go back to the spring race at Phoenix. He was on the verge of picking up the win and had the lead with around 6 laps to go, but had a flat tire with around 6 laps to go, taking him out of contention for the win. He's been very unlucky this year. He started out the playoffs on a not really great note, and I was really worried he was not going to make the championship for this year. Now, for Justin Allgaier, like I mentioned, very strong at Phoenix. Has won here a couple times in NASCAR Xfinity Series competition. And Justin Allgaier has made the Final Four thing like 6 or 7 times. Made it in 2016, made it, I believe, in 2017, made it, I believe, in 2019, 2020, I believe, made it. Justin Allgaier has been up front contending for a championship, but he's very similar to Denny Hamlin, where Denny Hamlin in the Cup Series never won a championship. Justin Allgaier is the Denny Hamlin of the Xfinity Series, but he's looking to change that this time around as he looks to win his first ever Xfinity Series title. And like I said, with how fast he's been, he might end up having the pace and speed to contend and have a chance to get it done. He nearly won the championship last year, and he looks to get his first ever title this time around. I do think that Justin Allgaier has a really great chance and a very fantastic and great opportunity to, of course, get that first Xfinity title. We don't know how much longer Justin Allgaier is going to be in Xfinity past 2026. He'll be around 40 years old at that point. So Allgaier's going to be around for we don't know how much longer, but I think Allgaier does have a really great chance and a strong opportunity. I expect Justin Allgaier to be a major factor in serious contender, and I do think the 17 will bring the pace and speed for him to have a really great chance and opportunity to get his first ever title. I do expect that Justin Allgaier will be a major factor in contender to get his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series title this year. The third driver that will be competing for NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship in 2024 is Austin Hill. Austin Hill has scored the most wins so far in 2024 in Xfinity Series competition, that being 4 victories. Has 11 top 5s, 19 top 10s, has 240 laps this year, and has 11.7 average finish. Now, Austin Hill, we know, is the king of super speedways in Xfinity at this moment. He won at Atlanta, Daytona the start of the year, going back-to-back, and also won Atlanta in the summer. But he got a very convincing win at Homestead, putting up a dominating clinic in that event and having the best car at Homestead. But this team has been a little inconsistent at times, whether it's their intermediate program, they have been a little bit lackadaisical at times on speed. But at the same time, this number 21 team has been pretty good throughout the 2024 campaign. But I am a little worried about Austin Hill going into this race at Phoenix. Historically, Austin Hill, you go back to his days in the Truck Series and even Xfinity competition the last couple of years, and Austin Hill is not a driver that's been that great at this track. He had an okay run in the spring, but historically, like I said, this number 21 team has just not had the pace and speed to contend for the win and victory. But they have had a couple weeks to get prepared for it, which I think they'll put all the eggs in the basket to try to get it done. I do expect that Austin Hill, though, because of course, like I said, he did end up getting that win at Homestead to prepare. I do think that Austin Hill will be a major factor in contender. And he's got the most wins ahead of guys, of course, like Shane Van Gisbergen, who got 3, Sam Mayer, who got 3 victories, Eric Almirola, who's gotten 3 wins, and a couple other drivers who gotten 3 wins throughout the year. But I think that Austin Hill and this 21 team, they've been super good at super speedways, but they've had some time to prepare, and I do seriously think that Austin Hill will have a very great chance and strong opportunity to get it done if they can bring the pace and speed. And they don't bring that speed, however, I do get a little concerned for them because we'll see what he can do, but he hasn't been the greatest at this track. We'll see if Austin Hill can be a major factor and contender, and we'll see if he can somehow end up getting it done this time around at Phoenix and get his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. And the 4th final driver that will be competing for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship in 2024 is AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger has only won 1 race so far in 2024, and that shockingly came at Las Vegas about 3 weeks ago. He's only had 7 top 5s, has 17 top 10s, has a 258 laps led this year, and has a 13.5 average finish. AJ Allmendinger has not been the best driver at times at College racing this year. SVG, of course, has won most of the road course races, and had AJ been competing again, not against Shane Van Gisbergen most of the time, I do think that AJ would have a lot more road course wins so far this year. But he shows some decent speed on the ovals, and to his credit, AJ showed some really good speed in this round. Of course, had the fastest car Las Vegas Motor Speedway, though he did get challenged by Ryan Sieg, and had a really strong car Homestead where he was inside of the top 10. Now, coming into this weekend at Phoenix, I am also kind of concerned for them. While Colleague has definitely been better than a team like RCR at this track, I just don't know if AJ does have the car capable, because AJ, while he's had the speed at times this year, I think he's been overshadowed by other drivers in this series. And I think, of course, he's going to have a little bit lack of momentum after what happened at Martinsville, getting crashed out by Cole Custer, who, of course, made the championship for this year. But if Call Racing can bring that same pace and speed that they've shown at times this year, like they showed at Vegas, like they showed at Homestead, I do think that AJ has a really great chance and a very fantastic and strong opportunity to get it done. If he can bring that and bring the call speed that we've seen Chandler Smith bring in the past with this organization, I do think that AJ will have a really great chance and a very strong opportunity. So I do definitely expect AJ to be a major factor in series threat and major contender, and I think he's got a good chance and opportunity because he's had the most time to prepare, which I think will definitely help him going into this race. I think he's got a great chance to definitely get it done when we do get to Phoenix on Saturday evening. So those are 4 drivers that are competing for the championship. Now, who is going to be the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion? I'm going to say this straight off the bat. I think that Austin Hill will not win the championship. Austin Hill, well, I think he's going to have a decent car. Like I mentioned already with Austin Hill, I just don't think he's going to have the pace and speed to be up there contending for the victory, and I think he'll struggle just a little bit. I think AJ Allmendinger, while he's had a couple weeks to prepare after Las Vegas, I just don't trust 16 at times this year. Yes, they've shown pace and speed at the track. Kyle Busch also is faster with the team last year. I don't think AJ is going to have the car to get it done and be the one to beat. So I think it's going to come down between Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier. Now, if you know me, I would love to see Justin Allgaier get it done because Allgaier, in my opinion, deserves a championship with how much he has done for Xfinity Series competition. Over 25 career wins at this point in Xfinity. I think it'd be really awesome for him to get it done. But I think the driver that's going to win the championship is a driver who won the championship last year I am picking Cole Custer to go back-to-back, win the race at Phoenix, and I think he's going to go back-to-back and win his second Xfinity Series championship. He'll become the first driver to go back-to-back in championships since Tyler Reddick did it in 2018 and 2019. Cole Custer and his 00 team have a ton of momentum currently at the moment right now. I think Cole Custer's objectively, despite the fact he hasn't had the most wins this year, I think he's been the fastest car in most weeks this year. The 00 team has been super, super strong. He's been the most consistent throughout the year at times, and I think they've brought the speed throughout the season where I think he is going to get it done. So I think the 00 team, especially with Stewart-Haas Racing shutting down in about a week or so from now, it would be a really good Cinderella story to see Stewart-Haas Racing before shutting down, get the championship. I think Cole Custer will be the one to get it done. I am picking Cole Custer to be your 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. I'm picking it to get it done this weekend. So that is going to be for the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship predictions. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. Who's your pick to win the championship for Xfinity? Let me know it in the comments below. Later this morning on the channel, you're going to see race picks for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Phoenix Raceway. Tomorrow, you're going to see Cup Series championship predictions. If we get the ruling, of course, on what NASCAR does with the penalties, we'll talk about that as well. We'll have a NASCAR news video dropping, and of course, Xfinity Series race picks as well. And then Thursday, of course, we'll have Cup Series race picks for the race at Phoenix, and then, of course, the paint scheme video as well. Got a lot of great content dropping that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. Talking to people like Kaylee Dean, Carl Lurz, Kurt Busch, all that kind of stuff accomplished through this week, too. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.